Good day. System of air circulation in the atmosphere can be disturbed by certain local conditions which cause variation in winds prevailing over an area. These are variable winds. Direction and time of these winds is uncertain. Storms, cyclones, tornadoes, they are included under the variable winds. Cyclones. There are two types of cyclones, tropical cyclones and temperate cyclones. Tropical cyclones, they develop in the tropical areas between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. We know that in this tropical belt, the intensity of heat is high as the insolation received is vertical here. Due to it, cyclones develop in these areas. A cyclone, tropical cyclone, generally develops in the tropical regions where the temperature is more than 27 degrees. Tropical cyclones develop over the seas or the oceans. A low pressure area is caused. A low pressure area is caused, and we know whenever a low pressure area is formed, winds from the high pressure region, they rush to fill the low pressure area. We have studied that difference in the pressure causes the winds to blow. So a low pressure being formed, winds from the high pressure region, they rush to fill that low pressure area. So due to the development of low pressure area, winds rush to fill the low pressure area. And the cyclone, the center of the cyclone, that is known as the eye of the storm. Here we must revise Coriolis force. Coriolis force develops due to the rotation of the Earth. Earth's rotation causes Coriolis force, and because of this force, the winds, they deflect towards the right in the northern hemisphere and towards the left in the southern hemisphere, which affects the movement of the winds as well, which affects the movement of the prevailing winds. So cyclones, they develop, tropical cyclones develop over the seas in the tropical region. Due to intensity of heat being high here, a low pressure area is formed. The air blowing above the sea, it becomes warm. Surface of the sea, it becomes warm. Warm air, it rises above. Warm air having sufficient amount of moisture, it rises above. Cool air comes to fill the area. It also becomes warm when it touches the hot land surface, thus creating a low pressure area, creating a vacuum here. The warm air rising carries sufficient amount of moisture in it. As it reaches high, clouds formation occurs and disturbances occur, due to which heavy rainfall takes place. Winds blow with great force, with great velocity. So the tropical cyclones, they are thermal in origin. Tropical cyclones, we say, are thermal in origin. They develop due to difference in the temperature of the sea water. Tropical cyclones, they advance from east towards the west, and as the storms they create, these storms they bring destruction, and as they move towards the land, the intensity of the cyclone decreases because now the moisture becomes less over the land areas. The winds they blow with great force, and the diameter of these cyclones is smaller in comparison to the temperate cyclones. This is the center of the storm, center of the tropical cyclone, which we call as I. And due to a vacuum, low pressure area being created here, air is less. So the spiral movement of the water, spiral movement of the air takes place, which causes huge disturbance. Temperate cyclones. Temperate cyclones, they develop in the temperate region which lies between Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere, and Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere. Temperate cyclones, they occur in the belt of westerlies. Tropical cyclones, we say they are frontal in origin. It is a low pressure area is formed, and to fill that low pressure area, the warm winds from the lower regions and the cool winds from the higher altitude, they rush to fill the low pressure area. The warm winds and the cool winds, they meet. Where the warm winds and the cool winds meet, that is known as the front. Meeting of the warm air and cool air, it causes weather disturbances, it causes storms. Warm air being light, it rises above the cool air, and warm air has moisture in it. It reaches a height, cools down, and then condensation occurs, rainfall occurs, and the weather disturbance takes place. So, temperate cyclones, they are frontal in nature. And tropical cyclones advance from west to east. The diameter of temperate cyclones, it varies between 1500 kilometer to 3000 kilometers, and the average speed of their movement is 30 to 40 kilometers per hour. So these are the extra tropical cyclones or the temperate cyclones. Cyclones all over the world, they are called by different names. In Indian Ocean, these storms, they are known as cyclones. North Atlantic Ocean, hurricanes. South Pacific, they are called as cyclones, and West Coast of America, they are known as hurricanes. South China Sea, and the Sea of Japan, they are known as typhoons. West coast of Australia, these cyclones, they are known as willy willies. Another condition of atmosphere is known as anticyclone. As the name indicates, this condition is opposite of cyclone. Here, a high pressure area develops. So, the winds from the high pressure area, they move towards the low pressure areas from all the directions. The wind move outwards, and there is progressive rise in high pressure in barometer, which indicates the approaching anticyclone. Anticyclone, it has no direction of movement. Wind blows outwards from the high pressure region, and general movement of wind is clockwise in the northern hemisphere and anti-clockwise in the southern hemisphere. Anticyclone, it is associated with calm and pleasant weather. In summer and in winter, fog occurs due to the anticyclone. That's all for the day. Thank you. I hope you have liked the chapter. Do give your comments so that improvement can be made. Thank you.